Ever feel like your heart is racing even when you're just sitting down? Or maybe you felt that unsettling skip in your heartbeat? These aren't just random quirks of the body. They're signals, clues about what's going on inside. Understanding what your heart rate means can be key to unlocking better health, fitness, and peace of mind. Section 1. What is heart rate, and why does it matter? Your heart rate is simply the number of times your heart beats per minute. For most of us, a healthy resting heart rate sits somewhere between 60 and 100 beats per minute, BPM. But why does this number matter? Imagine your heart as the engine of your body. Just like a car engine needs to run smoothly for the car to perform well, your heart needs to beat in a regular, steady rhythm to keep your body functioning at its best. A heart that beats too fast or too slow may not be delivering enough blood and oxygen to the body's vital organs. While this rate can change throughout the day depending on your activity level, a sudden or unexplained change might be a sign of an underlying issue. Section 2. Resting heart rate. What's normal? When you're resting, your heart isn't working as hard, and your heart rate should be at its lowest. This is known as your resting heart rate, or RHR. The average resting heart rate for adults typically falls between 60 and 100 BPM. Athletes, however, might have a resting heart rate below 60 BPM, sometimes even as low as 40 BPM. This is because, with regular exercise, the heart muscle becomes stronger, meaning it can pump blood more efficiently with fewer beats. If you're consistently noticing a resting heart rate higher or lower than the typical range, it might be time to check in with your doctor. Section 3. What affects your heart rate? Many things can influence your heart rate, everything from age and activity level to fitness level and emotions. Here are a few common factors that can affect heart rate. 1. Exercise. Physical activity boosts your heart rate because your muscles need more oxygen to keep going. Over time, regular exercise can help lower your resting heart rate. 2. Stress and anxiety. Ever notice your heart pounding when you're nervous or excited? That's your body's response to adrenaline, which speeds up your heart to help you react to potential danger. 3. Body position. A quick change in body position can also make a difference. For example, standing up suddenly might cause a brief increase in heart rate as your heart works to adjust to the change. 4. Illness and fever. When you're sick, especially with a fever, your heart rate can increase as your body works harder to fight off infection. Section 4. Heart rate and pulse. What's the difference? Well, heart rate and pulse are often used interchangeably. They're not exactly the same thing. Your heart rate measures how many times your heart beats per minute, whereas your pulse measures how often the arteries expand and contract in response to your heartbeats. You can measure your pulse by feeling your wrist or neck. Because your pulse is directly related to your heart rate, taking your pulse is an easy way to measure how fast your heart is beating. Section 5. Target heart rate and maximum heart rate. Knowing your target heart rate zone can help you get the most out of your workouts and help you exercise at the right intensity. But what is your target heart rate? The general rule is that your maximum heart rate during exercise should be about 220 minus your age. For example, if you're 50 years old, your maximum heart rate would be 170 BPM. To improve your cardiovascular health, you should aim for a target heart rate zone between 50 and 85% of your maximum heart rate. For a 50-year-old, this means aiming for heart rate between 85 and 145 BPM during exercise. Section 6. Abnormal heart rhythms and when to see a doctor. Your heart has a natural rhythm, set by an electrical system that signals your heart to beat. But sometimes, that rhythm can get out of sync. This irregular rhythm is called an arrhythmia. Arrhythmias can come in many forms. Some make your heart beat too fast, tachycardia, while others make it beat too slow, bradycardia. You might notice that your heart skips a beat or feels like it's beating too hard. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms frequently, it's worth getting checked out by a doctor. They may conduct an electrocardiogram, ECG, to examine your heart's electrical activity and identify any irregularities. Section 7. Tips for maintaining a healthy heart rate. Keeping your heart healthy isn't just about lowering your heart rate. It's also about creating a lifestyle that supports your heart. Here are some practical tips to help you maintain a healthy heart rate. 1. Exercise regularly. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity or 75 minutes of vigorous aerobic activity each week, as recommended by health experts. 2. Manage stress. Chronic stress can have a negative impact on heart health. Try activities like yoga, meditation, or simply taking a few deep breaths to calm your body's natural stress response. 3. Maintain a healthy weight. Carrying extra weight puts strain on your heart, making it work harder to pump blood. 4. Avoid smoking and excessive alcohol, both can raise your heart rate and lead to other cardiovascular issues. 5. Eat heart-healthy foods. A balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can help keep your heart in top shape. Section 8. Common questions about heart rate. Here are some quick answers to frequently asked questions. What's an unhealthy heart rate? A heart rate consistently above or below the 60-100 bpm range may be a sign of a health issue, particularly if accompanied by symptoms like dizziness or shortness of breath. Is 120 bpm normal? While 120 bpm might be fine during physical activity, it's on the high side for a resting heart rate. If you're concerned, it's best to speak with a healthcare provider. Conclusion: understanding and paying attention to your heart rate can provide valuable insights into your overall health. By taking steps to manage your heart rate, you're investing in a healthier, happier future. Remember, while it's natural for your heart rate to vary throughout the day, significant or frequent changes should be evaluated. So keep track of your heart rate, adopt heart-healthy habits, and consult with your doctor if you ever have concerns. Thank you for watching, and remember, a healthy heart beats for a healthy life.